Hey, I'm Grump. I'm not so Grump. And we're the Game Grumps.
Hey, welcome back, Dan.
Welcome back. Oh, yes. Sorry.
There's something I wanted to tell you about. Are you gonna acknowledge that, and so that I can carry on?
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's something I have to tell you about, and then you were going to say the subject that it was about. But you were just saying there's something I have to tell you about. So then we
I
just
didn't say about. I just said there's something I have to tell you.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard about.
That's weird.
That's why we looked at each other with blank looks on our faces for like 10
Maybe I
seconds.
did say it and I don't remember, but
It's fine.
for some reason in my mind.
I'm spazzing today, so it's totally cool.
There's something I have to tell you.
Tell me.
I have to pee.
Get right out of town.
But
Okay.
that's not the whole statement.
Okay.
I read
Uh-huh.
that if you have to pee,
Yeah.
it actually makes you make better decisions because tiny amounts of adrenaline are released into your system when you have to pee.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So if you're ever like on a game show or something and you have to pee,
Don't pee.
fear not, my friend. You're not in a bad position. In fact, you're in a good position.
That's crazy.
And it would be an imposition for you to go pee.
Who are all these people? God, that's interesting.
Yeah, isn't it?
It really is like so much of our lives is based on like the chemicals running through our systems at any given moment, you
I
know?
know. Heroin.
Yeah, it's sweet, delicious heroin. That like I was watching this this TED talk about power positions. Have you heard about this one?
Oh, yes. About
Yeah.
how if you have like a wide stance.
Yeah, and like watch those lasers, you can't take another hit. How like if you're in a stressful Hey, cool. If you're in a stressful situation or about to enter a stressful situation, if you like put your hands up in victory or like widen your stance and put your hands on your hips, you raise the testosterone levels in your system within 2 minutes, and it like gives off the impression of like confidence and charisma to people.
That's awesome.
It's very interesting. Yeah.
And likewise, if you like sort of curl up or like hunch over and get into like a really like reserved position, then it releases cortisol into your system,
Yes.
which is the stress hormone, as they call it.
Exactly. The testosterone and the and what is it? Cortisol?
Cortisol.
Cortisol.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're directly related to each other. The more one goes up, the other goes down.
Dang, bro.
I know. Ain't that some shit?
What is this, information grumps? What is this,
it's just-
today I learned grumps?
Yeah. No, it's more like fucking I watched a TED Talk and now I sound intelligent for 5 seconds
Yeah.
before I...
While I recount something that somebody vastly smarter spent years figuring out.
That's true. But yeah, it's super interesting, and shit, I did have something else to say about it, but I can't remember. TED Talks are amazing.
I agree. That's how I found out about Malcolm Gladwell.
Oh shit.
I watched some of his TED Talks, and he has a very nice, relaxing voice.
Yeah.
And then I found out he wrote books, so I read those. And then
And those were fun?
I found out that he read the audiobook versions of them,
Oh, neat.
which means that he has a nice voice and he's a great author. So it just made sense, really.
And he's got sweet hair. Oh,
his hair
great
is
job.
crazy, out of control.
Yeah. My favorite TED Talk is the Elizabeth Gilbert one about genius. Have you ever
I don't
seen
think
that?
so.
That is a fucking awesome one. I mean, anyone could just go watch these, but like, her main thesis.
Give me the Cliff Notes.
Yeah. Her main thesis is just that like, the way we think of genius is wrong or unnecessarily harsh. Like the way they thought about it in olden times was genius was like sort of like this attendant spirit, you know, that's like outside of yourself, and you just sort of channel the ideas and concepts that this genius has, you know? So whereas now, like, our culture describes people as being geniuses themselves. And her theory is that, like, because we define genius as something you are instead of something you have, it puts an insane amount of pressure on artists and creative people who are like in the public eye. And she thinks that's why like that's partially to contribute to the high rate of suicide and depression among artists and stuff like that.
Huh.
Because they crack under the pressure of feeling like they have to be a genius. except for Kanye, he is totally cool with it. By his own admission.
Wait, so that first part,
Yes.
you were saying that's sort of how it's supposed to be, or how it was?
That's how it was. That's how like the concept of genius came into being. You know, it was defined as like something that you sort of channel, but is not actually you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd say that's true.
Yeah, I'd say it's true too.
Thoughts emerge from a void, no matter.
Right. Like Mitch Hedberg used to talk about writing jokes. He was like, it's not about sitting down to write jokes. It's about putting yourself in a mood where you can catch jokes that are already out there in the universe more easily. Which I know that sounds kind of hippy dippy, but like, I mean, some of the stuff that I'm most proud of that I've written, like musically, like came like super effortlessly, like I wasn't even like thinking of it myself.
Oh, Polka Awesome was completely improvised.
Yeah.
It's because it's like, I don't know. I guess people like to think of like, oh, I thought of that, but it doesn't. I don't know. It just exists.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have existed without you coming up with it.
Right,
I used
right.
to have a big problem when I was young. I would have like dreams, and then I would turn dreams into stories or jokes or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, can I really be? Oh, geez. I was like, can I really be considered responsible for that joke?
Yeah.
Or that idea because I dreamt it. But it's like, who the fuck else would be? You know?
Yeah,
It's like-
totally.
it's not like there's some guy like feeding me lines in my dreams.
Right. No, it's oh, boy, this stakes got raised. Yeah, I liked that one, and I'd really strongly recommend anyone out there who has 20 minutes to watch it, because like she sort of gets emotional talking about it because it's something like she's passionate about. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it when people get choked up when they do their TED Talks.
Yeah. My favorite TED Talk. What the hell?
Oh, I gotta draw it a little higher, I guess.
My favorite TED Talk is the one.
Ooh, a hot butt.
I'm a Kirby. I'm a little too overcooked. I'm like a Twinkie, and my cream got too hot to eat.
What would Kirby turn into if
Burn
he
my
was cooked?
tongue.
Would it be like a meatball or like some sort of mochi?
It would be a delicious treat.
Okay.
It would be a dessert for sure.
Whoa,
Like
thanks
some
for
kind of pastry.
thanks for leaving me in fucking Lava Town.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
My favorite TED Talk is about artificial happiness and genuine happiness.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there was this guy who was talking about how, like, it also has to do with, so they did this experiment where, like, these people were shown, like, 5 paintings,
Uh-huh.
and they had to choose which one they liked best. Mm-hmm. And, fuck, I'm fucking it all up. Basically, the idea is, if you're forced to sort of have something and you don't have a choice on whether or not to like give it back or like
Right.
decide if you don't like it and like something else better, you actually end up liking it more because you're sort of forced to enjoy it for what it is.
Isn't that what they say about like arranged marriages and shit? Like a lot of them, like the divorce rate is less just because like they knew they had no choice going
Yeah,
into
exactly.
it. Not that I'm endorsing fucking arranged marriage or anything, but that it's interesting.
Yeah,
Maybe there
because
is something human there.
You sort of make your own
Whoa.
happiness out of what you're given.
Whoa, dude.
Which is totally legit. Like, it's not, there's like what people would consider genuine happiness, and that's something you get what you want out of a situation.
Right.
And it was like your responsibility for getting that, and you got it.
Dude, I wonder if it's possible that like the reason like our grandparents had in general had like one mate and like were totally happy, and never like were looking elsewhere and all that stuff is just because they had like so fewer options.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like it's harder to find someone today in today's society because there are so many options.
Right.
Like if that makes any sense at all.
No, totally. It's the same for like fucking what to watch on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's like a common joke that it's like, oh man, Netflix is just deciding on what to watch instead of actually watching anything. And it's like, well, that's true because there's too much to watch.
Yeah.
Like there's how could you decide when there's so much, But if somebody was just like, here, watch this on Netflix, and then you were like, oh, I liked that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a different experience altogether.
Very strange, man.
That's a good talk. I forget who did it, but I think it's called like something, The Trick to Happiness or something like that.
I'll check it out.
One of those like clickbaity kind of titles.
Yeah, of course. Like, nah, not interested.
This is how to be happy.
Yeah. In 10 seconds. Busy.
Whoa, whoa.
How do we... Oh, I see.
Yes.
Good job.
I've done it.
Look out.
Oh God, turn
Get out
around.
of
Kirby,
there.
go.
Okay. Oof.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Turn the
job.
lava off.
Oh,
Got all
turn on the
motherfucking
stars, baby.
Yeah. Catch all those
This is a
fucking
lovely
stars.
way to end the episode.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Next time on Game Grumps.
Don't touch my stars.
Okay.
Don't touch my stars.
Oh,
God!
no!
Oh,
Jesus!
Oh, no! I had no idea!
All the stars are gone. Great job.